Hey folks, Tim Gresh here, professional bike fitter in Southeastern Pennsylvania. This video will be a gear review slash first impression of the new Selle SMP EVO 3D printed saddle. This just showed up today. I have not seen it yet, so I'm going to give you my reaction to it. But first, let's talk a little bit about the saddles that I think have led up to this. Now, let's start off with the Blaster. So the Blaster, super popular. It is like the standard construction that SMPs have used forever. Leather covering, like a cow leather. And then the color versions of these saddles is actually a microfiber, but this is a leather, all the black saddles. Good shape to it. I call it like a mid-dip saddle, so it's not like a big dip in the middle like a Dynamic or a Dracon, some of the other SMP models. Tends to be a popular one for a wide range of customers. And then not too long ago, SMP came out with the EVO, which I found, and I reviewed this, you can check that out on my channel, it feels just like the Blaster. And in fact, I personally ride the Blaster on all my bikes. So when I put the EVO on, it felt pretty much the same. The EVO has a little bit different padding, a little bit different construction, a little bit lighter, but it goes away from like this kind of leather construction here. And then you got the EVO Plus, which has a little bit more padding than the EVO. So there you go. Now we got the 3D printed, and this 3D printed technology has been getting more and more popular. So kind of cool that SMP is doing that. Let's see what it looks like and get my reaction here. I'm always up for a new saddle, especially from SMP. All right. Now this is the steel rails. They do make it in carbon. Interesting. I mean, for sure, the shape is right after the EVO. Like, here's the EVO. I mean, it's called the EVO. It's called the 3D printed EVO. So it's basically an EVO. And yeah, I mean, it's basically a Blaster. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this thing onto my kicker bike, which I do most of my riding on this time of year here in PA. It's snowing out. I'm going to put this on my bike actually tonight. I'm going to start riding this thing for a while, and I'll do a part 2 video to give my impression on how it feels. But the first thing I wanted to do is like kind of push on this 3D and see if there's like different amount of pressure. Like some of these 3D printed saddles will have like more give in like certain zones and get like firmer in other areas. And it actually feels the same the whole way. A little surprising. I thought that that was kind of part of this 3D technology. So yeah, I mean, it's just 3D printed and like the same firmness throughout, as far as I can tell. Like some of the saddles from like Specialized and Physique, you know, you can really tell there's certain zones where it's like a little bit more soft because they know that that's kind of where you're sitting. It's not really doing that with this. Do a little up close there. It looks really cool. Let's see how it feels on the bike though. My first impressions are, I don't know, I thought it would be more, it's definitely firmer than I thought. So, but as far as the shape goes, you're looking at an EVO. So if you're a Blaster person, an EVO person, you know, this could potentially be an upgrade for you. But I'm going to throw this on my kicker bike. I'm going to ride it for a while and do a follow-up, and then I'll let you know what happens. Let's talk about cost. So this is the steel rail. This thing comes in at $560, I believe. And then they make a carbon version, which is like $680. So that's a lot of money for a saddle. My gut feeling is like, I wouldn't pay that much for a saddle unless it was like a real game changer. But I'll put it to the test and let you know what I think. Thanks for watching.